You guys know what time it is. It's time for the real estate monthly market update. Let's go. So the Treb Market Watch stats have just been released for the month of March, and I can tell you that 6,896 transactions have been reported. This represents a 2,113 transaction increase from the month of February, month over month. Year over year, however, this is a 36.5% decline from March of 2022, which was obviously super hot because 10,800 transactions took place at that time. The main takeaway here is that the market is picked up significantly in terms of activity, but the inventory has not. The inventory side is lagging. The average sales price was above average list price for the first time since May of 2022. In other words, properties are selling well over asking price and in multiple offer scenarios. As far as average prices go, here's an image showing you 4 different property types in Toronto and in the GTA with their average prices. And now I am showing you the same image but with year over year activity. You can see that every single property type, detached, semi-detached, townhome, and condos are all down. They're all in the red year over year. Detached is down 10.8%. In Toronto, 14.3% in the GTA, semi-detached down 18.3%, 17.6% in the GTA, townhomes are down nearly 13% and 14%. Condos are down 12% in Toronto and 15% in the GTA. Now these year-over-year declines in prices are not nearly as dramatic as they were in February or January, and that's because we're actually seeing an increase month over month in prices. This is going to show up well in condos because we're actually tracking month over month condo price increases. So here's an image showing you Toronto and downtown condos average dollar per square foot. Here you're able to see that Toronto condos are selling at $958 per square foot, which is actually 3.2% up month over month. And downtown condos are selling at $1,152 per square foot, which is 9.7% up month over month. These are huge increases in downtown Toronto condos. To determine market direction, we look at 2 stats: months of inventory and total number of residential listings on MLS. As far as months of inventory go, we're sitting at 2.5 months of inventory for the city of Toronto right now on MLS, which is still very well in seller's market territory. Let's have a look at this chart now for the total inventory of GTA residential listings on MLS. As you can see, we are trending well below the seasonal May 1st target on the resale market side, which is the blue dotted line. Another interesting trend that we can identify by looking at this chart is that the rental market inventory is actually beginning to dip. As far as the rental market goes, I just mentioned that the inventory is dipping, and this is actually beginning to reflect itself in prices as well. Let's have a look at the national rent rankings for March of 2023. Here we can see that Toronto 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom condos are all increasing in price month over month, 1.8% for 1-bedrooms and 2.7% for 2-bedrooms. We finally arrived at my favorite part, which is a macro picture. So the next Bank of Canada policy meeting is scheduled for April the 12th. It's just around the corner. And in my opinion, it's very likely that the bank will keep the rates where they are, unchanged. The only thing that might throw a wrench into my theory is the fact that the Canadian jobs report recently came out a few days ago showing that Canada added 34,700 jobs versus 7,500 jobs projected. So a massive job gain. This is the only thing that might encourage Tiff Macklem and the Bank of Canada to increase rates once again, but I doubt it. The last CPI report, which came out for February, which was released on March the 21st, showed inflation at 5.2%. This was the largest deceleration in CPI since April 2020. So this is certainly positive news. The US Federal Reserve will announce its next interest rate decision on May the 3rd. Markets are pricing in a potential 25 basis point hike. It's very possible that that could be the case. My personal opinion that because the last jobs report that just came out very recently showed weakness in the labor market. The jobs actually disappointed in the States. It will handcuff the Fed, and the Fed will not be able to raise the interest rates any higher. Therefore, they're going to remain flat. Time for the feet on the ground perspective. As far as the resale side of the market goes, I can tell you that we're facing a severe inventory crunch right now. As a result, properties are back to getting multiple offers, and many properties are getting well over asking. It's tough out there right now. Anything that's good, bad, ugly is all selling in multiple offers. Just have a look at this gut reno that I showed in Richmond Hill last week, which was listed at $1 million, and it received 41 offers on offer night. If you are a resale buyer who has to buy right now for whatever reason, it's definitely a discouraging market. As for pre-construction, I've received some new updates since the last video. For example, LSQ1 sold well over 70% in just about a month's sales period, which is incredibly impressive. There's another project in Markham that recently launched called Union City, and that project sold out. They're over 90% sold, and their sales program was even shorter than LSQ, maybe a week or two at most. This is incredibly impressive. Between you and me, most people are leaning on pre-construction at this time simply because there are no options on the resale side of things. Upcoming pre-construction projects that are launching very soon are Kipling Station by Center Court and Daniels on Parliament South Tower in Regent Park. Thank you guys for watching the monthly market update. I really hope you enjoyed the content that's in this video. I ask you if you could please subscribe and like this video. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you next month.